guys, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to it if you're new here. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of our summer evening routines. I've been wanting to do a nighttime routine video for quite some time. Believe it or not, it is a very chaotic routine and nothing is concrete. Every day is different when you have two kids, especially when you have a baby. So every night is different. Every night they switch it up and keep us on our toes. Skylar, our oldest daughter, who is almost 6, her nighttime routine is pretty consistent and it stays the same for her sake and ours. But regardless, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of our evening routine because, cross my fingers, it's been going well lately. So hopefully tonight is another one of those nights, but we'll see. We actually spent the whole day at my parents' house because it is a very hot summer day today. I think it got up to 30 degrees Celsius today, which is a scorcher. So we spent the day by the pool at my parents' house because I just could not be bothered, even though we have AC, but I wanted to get the kids out of the house. Chris is at work. It's a Monday today, so he is still at work. He should be home hopefully soon. He usually gets home really anywhere in between 3 and 7, but usually around dinner time. So by the time he gets home, I try to have dinner ready, but that doesn't, again, always happen with 2 kids. So first things first, before I get started on dinner, I know what I'm gonna make for dinner. I took chicken out of the freezer yesterday and had it in the fridge, and I'm gonna make barbecue chicken bowls. This has been one of my go-to favorite recipes this summer because it's full of fresh ingredients, and literally the only thing you have to do is chop stuff up, put it in a bowl, and then barbecue the chicken, and it is just so good. And I'm not gonna lie, not every time we have it, we actually barbecue the chicken. I just say barbecue chicken because there's barbecue sauce on it. I am just not one to man the grill myself. That is my fiance's job. And when my fiance isn't home, I just put it in the oven and call it a day. So I've got Little Bear on, I've got my littles just hanging out in the living room, occupying each other with some toys. My cat is getting very angry at me. She's ready for dinner, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed our pets, the cat and the dog, Georgia and Rain, and then get started on dinner. Once the kids start to fuss, that's when I'll feed them. Skylar did have a PB&J when we got home, which was pretty much her dinner, so I might just end up giving her a snack. Are you hungry? Okay, you're gonna lead me right to your food dish? Yeah. Every day, Rain. Every day. Okay, Georgia. Sit. Good girl. Okay. Okay, eaty kibbles. We've always done that sit, wait, okay for her food ever since she was a puppy. And now she's 6 and a bit, which is just wild. Just absolutely wild. All right, the pets are fed. Don't mind if there's pink stains on my white shirt. That is because my kids were playing with chalk earlier, and obviously I got chalk all over myself as well. I am going to put some hickory barbecue sauce on the chicken this time. I like to switch it up. Sometimes I do original, sometimes we do like sweet and sticky. Tonight's gonna be hickory. So I got this recipe from Grow with Jo. She's an influencer who does like home workouts on YouTube, but she also has like Instagram and stuff, and she shares her recipes and a whole bunch of other things. And I actually get quite a few of my like dinner ideas and recipes from her, but this is one that I tried and stuck with because it was just too good. So all you're gonna need is your barbecue chicken, lettuce, avocado, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, corn, cilantro, green onion, and then we're gonna make like this ranch dressing. So first things first, I'm going to put the sauce on my chicken, get that going, and then I'm gonna cut everything up and put it in our bowls. I hate touching raw chicken. Touching it, looking at it, smelling it, there's just something about it. I can't do it. Raw meat in general just does not do anything for me. I just can't. It gives me the ick, and I know I'm not the only one. Okay, now I'm going to put my oven on air fry at 425, start it, and call me crazy, but I'm just gonna put it in the oven like right away. I'm not gonna wait for nothing. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I'm gonna put it in there for about 25 minutes. This little man is also mobile and moving, as you can see, and getting into absolutely everything. He finally decided to crawl the other night for the first time. Good job, buddy. And he almost never sits still anymore. Which has just been so fun. Rowan. Hi, monkey. Hello. You can tell everyone that you skipped your second nap today too, because you're super grumpy. So yeah, we've officially got a crawler. Do you want to come to mommy? Yeah, show them how fast you are. Come here. He's got a very unique crawl. He's also gotten really good at scaling every piece of furniture that he can pull himself up onto. All right, I've got all the stuff out to chop up into our bowls. And it took Rowan that long to start scaling the couch. You be careful, buddy. Uh-oh. Oh no. What happened, Skylar? You want me to fix it for you? We got her these like mathematical, the number blocks. I honestly don't know what they're called. Like I think they're literally called like mathematical counting blocks. I remember having them in school. So we got them for Skylar and she loves them. Loves them, but loves making us build with them. So I made this. And she loves it. It's been sitting in her room ever since I made it. Here you go. All fixed. Rowan Douglas! Jesus! You be careful! You're crazy! Just sit over here with your toys. It's like, yeah, right, Mom. Okay, now I put some frozen corn in a cup with some water. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for like a couple minutes. Okay, so this is what the bowls look like. This is mine and this is Chris's. I prefer not to have any tomato in mine, which is why I do not. So I just don't put tomato in mine and give myself extra cucumbers. But this is all the goods before we add the chicken, and then I cut up a bit of cilantro and add that on top. So our chicken's about halfway done. That's what it's kind of looking like right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the dressing. You need 1 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. We have rosé, so good enough. 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, but I just get this stone ground one from Walmart, which is basically the same thing, but a little less tangier and a little more peppery, I suppose, but it's still bomb. The recipe also calls for 2 tablespoons of water, but I actually don't add that. And then 1 tablespoon of honey, 2 to 3 garlic cloves minced. We already have like this minced garlic, so I just kind of eyeball it. And then juice of a lemon, we have lime juice that we use, and salt and pepper to taste. Almost forgot the salt and pepper, cannot forget the salt and pepper. Oh, that was way too much garlic. So this is what mine looks like when I'm done with it. Without the water, it's very, very thick dressing, but it is so freaking good. Trust. Just trust the process. Okay, little man is way overtired. Sometimes he even is down for his second nap by the time I cook dinner. But I just gave him a puff to see if he wanted to eat it, and he is eating it. So I'm going to put him in his little high chair and give him some food. And then we'll try and put you down for a nap before we give Sissy her bath. Okay? And Skylar May is just quietly coloring in her bedroom. Usually I would have her out in the living room doing this, which I'm probably gonna move her to just so she doesn't get felts all over her bed. But I had no idea she was doing this. She just has free access to her art drawer underneath her bed, so she obviously grabbed all this stuff to occupy herself while I was dealing with dinner. Okay, so I just gave Rowan some of these right now. These are his absolute favorite. I think I showed them to you in the previous vlog. I'm just gonna see how he fares with those puffs first, because sometimes I overload him with food and he only eats a little bit of it and makes the rest of it quite a mess. So if he finishes those and he's still hungry, I'll give him something else. All right, it seems like he's doing a pretty good job, so I just gave him a few more and I gave him some blueberries. We do give him whole blueberries, but I like squish them so they're a little bit mushed, and he absolutely loves them. Hey, Rose? Rowan? Do you love blueberries? You're such a big boy in your high chair. This is the finished bowl. It is so good. It tastes so fresh and delicious, and it is super filling. Because Chris isn't home yet, I'm gonna put his in the fridge like this, and he can add his dressing onto his when he gets home before he eats it. All right, I moved Skylar May to the table so I can see her coloring, because she was making a little bit of a mess on her bed. But let's get into this bowl. I think I make mine a little bit different than Grow with Joe's recipe. I feel like she has a very specific homemade like barbecue sauce that she does. I just store buy different kinds of barbecue sauce and switch it up for simplicity. But I do make the dressing recipe that she gives because it's just so good. I think this might be my favorite meal of all time. Skylar seems happy and content with her coloring right now, so she will let me know when she is hungry again. I always give her a bedtime snack regardless. Usually I try and wait until Chris gets home to eat dinner so that we can eat together, but I'm freaking starving. And with Skylar having her strict schedule, she has a bath every night at the same time. It's always 7 o'clock, and it is 6:15 now, so obviously I'm gonna need to get her into her bath soon, and then that kind of kicks like into the nighttime routine. So gotta make sure I eat before then. Otherwise I'm not gonna be eating till like 10 p.m. I just gave Skylar some of these in a bowl while she's drawing because she absolutely loves these. Yeah, I know. Oh. Okay, I finally got Rowan down after him fighting it so hard. It is exactly 7 o'clock on the dot now. Skylar's been switching from coloring and went right into her light bright. So now that he's sleeping, I'm gonna get her into her bath and then tidy up the kitchen and the living room. Okay guys, Chris got home from work and we ended up having dinner together after all, because since I didn't finish my dinner earlier, I finished it when he came home. I've done my little post-dinner tidy up. There is still dishes in the sink because I have to unload and reload the dishwasher, but I feel like that's a little bit of a noisy chore, and because the kid's bedroom is literally shares the wall with the kitchen, I do not want to risk waking Rowan up from his nap because he was really overtired. So he really needs this nap. Skylar May is still in the bath. She usually has a bath for about an hour, which means I have to go in and wash her hair and get her out in about 20 minutes. The reason why she has such long baths, especially before bedtime, we have to make sure that she is properly regulated before bed, and her favorite way to do that is with water play. So she does tend to have longer baths. Sometimes she has shorter ones, sometimes they're longer, but they're usually about an hour. So we just frequently check on her. She's in there with her toys, she's doing good. I'll wash her hair before I get her out of the bath, and then she can wind down with a snack and an activity like her light bright or coloring like she was before. Chris's main form of decompressing after his day is by gaming. He prefers to game on the PC. I prefer to game on a console like Xbox or PlayStation. We have an Xbox, but it also depends on the game. If you guys have been subscribed for a while, or if you know me, you know I'm a cozy gamer, but I just love gaming in general. That is the nerd in me. I've always been a bit of a gamer girl, but I'm embarrassed to say that lately I've been playing Fortnite, which is something that I made fun of Chris for playing for a really long time, until my best friend started playing it and I folded, made my own account, and now we actually play it together. So we're just gonna hang out, chill for a little bit. I'm gonna play a couple rounds until I have to get Skylar May out of the bath. Brush your teeth, brush your hair.
Ready?
Ready?
That book.
Okay, brush your teeth. Come.
I think.
Brush your teeth while I brush your hair. I always put Skylar May's hair in a braid or 2 braids before bed, just because her hair is so long and so fine that if I don't put it in a braid or 2 before bed, she's gonna wake up with so many knots and such a big rat's nest, and it's at that point where she really just doesn't do well with us brushing her hair. That's another reason why she has a bath every single night, so that we can deep condition her hair, so that brushing it every day makes it a lot easier, as well with putting her to bed with braids in her hair. I also used to get my hair done in braids after the shower before I went to bed at night. So I feel like it's just weirdly nostalgic for me. And since implementing this, brushing her hair has been so easy and so much less of a stressor than it used to be. She used to hate getting her hair brushed. She would cry when she just saw the brush. Like it was honestly so awful. We have come such a long way, haven't we? High five. All done. Good job. Good job.
This food is done.
and chose to do some more of her light bright, so she is doing that now. And again, I just put the pea puffs or pea shoots or snap peas or whatever these are called next to her, and if she doesn't eat them in a little bit, I'll offer her another different snack just to make sure that she's not just hungry but doesn't want those, because you just never know with her, and she can't verbally tell me like, I don't want these, I want something else. So sometimes it's just a little bit of a guessing game, but usually if we leave a snack out for long enough, she does eventually eat it.
The tiny spruce Sam.
Hi. Hi, sweetie. Did you not have a good nap? Oh, you still seem really upset. Oh my goodness. Are you grumpy? Did you have a good nap? Oh, I'm not sure yet. I was fully wondering where this was the whole time, and the little stinker hit it on her windowsill. Here's your water. You hit it, stinker. Thinking about how old he is, like he's already 8 months today. Oh my God. He's 8 months today, and I totally spaced and forgot to take his 8-month photos, damn it. So I was gonna say, I can't believe he's almost 8 months old. It makes me feel like and think that our breastfeeding journey is coming to an end. I just don't know, I just feel like it's coming to an end soon. And it's making me so sad. I love these little moments with you.
Hi, buddy.
Can we just talk about what a vibe the bedroom is right now with the sunlight? So cute in here. Excuse you! What do you want?
I'll be 2 seconds. I'll be back when the game starts, though.
I fed you.
Hi! Hi, big guy! Oh! Did you have a good nap? Did you have a good nap, bud?
He loves looking at the rainbows. Look at your pretty blue eyes. While I have the opportunity to do so, I've also turned down Skylar May's bed so it's ready for when it is bedtime. Getting this pack and play from my parents' house and bringing it here to have outside has been such a game changer in the summertime. Skylar May's just having some chalk time before I give her her melatonin. I try to give her her melatonin every night around like 9:15, 9:30. Sometimes that does change depending on the day, but usually I'm pretty consistent with that. And the melatonin has helped her so much. It has honestly been such a lifesaver. So we're very thankful that she has a good pediatrician and a good doctor. They have been able to work out a proper dose for her since starting it, because it was definitely touch and go for a little bit there. And if you guys haven't been following us and you don't know why we give our daughter melatonin, she is a neurospicy child, as I like to say. And for kids on the spectrum, sleep absolutely eludes most of them. But with Skylar, her body literally like could not settle, even if she was absolutely like so tired and wanted to sleep. It was so hard for her body to settle so that she could sleep. And even when she did sleep, it was not for very long before she would be waking up. And with autistic kids, when they're awake, they're awake. Like there is no going back to sleep. That is when you're starting the day. It doesn't matter if it's 12, 2, 3, 4 a.m. And that was causing a lot of frustration for her throughout her day and dysregulating her quite a bit. So we turned to her therapists for help, and they recommended melatonin, which is where we sought out our family doctor and her pediatrician just to like get the proper dosing and make sure that was going to be the right choice for her. And it was, and it's amazing. All right, we're back inside, and she did not end up eating her snap pea, so I'm gonna give her an apple with peanut butter with her melatonin as well. We use the gummies. We used to use the liquid one just because her dose was different, but then when they upped her dose, it was easier to give her the gummies.
Good job.
Skylar. We do allow her to take her tablet to bed just because it does help her immensely, and like I said, we've come a long way from where we used to be with her bedtime routine, so you learn to pick your battles with these guys, especially when it comes to screens. Sometimes I just lay with her for an extra couple of minutes because it helps settle her into bed as well. And just give her some extra snuggles if I felt like I haven't given her enough that day. Okay, you guys, it is way too late. Me and Chris have been watching The 100 again. We've only watched it the one time, so I feel like I'm watching it for the first time over again because I've literally forgotten everything. Needless to say, we're binging it and staying up way too late watching it. But I just came outside to end the vlog because I don't want to wake up the kiddos. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with one of our evening routines. I'd say this is what a typical evening routine looks like for us. Rowan was definitely a little bit grumpy today, so his naps were a little bit off, which meant bedtime was way later than it usually is. Usually I can get Rowan down before I get Skylar to bed, and then I just bring him to bed with us because he's still not quite sleeping through the night. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe down below for more content like this. And until then, we will see you guys in the next one. Good night.